Then I forgot.
A lot of value.
Oh.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark.
I was going to transition a different way. Hold on.
hooper?
Hold on. Let's see which transition would be better for this moment.
She should be considered the MVP of the league.
She
At least top
killed.
5. She's killing.
What was her stats this year?
She's leading the league in assists, and she's averaging like 19 points a game.
The reason why I feel like what Alejandro is saying is absolutely true is because it's, and listen, I'm
Because he
always,
doesn't want to get killed on the internet anymore.
no, that's not it. I always speak from my heart. So what it is that her team was in last place. And to really change a team, that's you should be I think they're in third place now. They went from last place to third place. She's proven to be effective.
6th in the conference, but 3rd in 6th in the whole league, but 3rd in her conference.
In her conference.
Did you ever think it possible for on-bar rookie to storm the league, take the center stage, and even make what is perhaps the most elusive prize, the MVP, to make it look like it is hers? Caitlin Clark has just done that. She has just shook the basketball world to its core, and her critics are having sleepless nights.
For Coach Sides and this team.
Clark comes back and answers.
I saw the adjustment just now. You know, they do the invisible.
Oh, yeah.
They work when you're not seeing them.
Clark from way downtown parries it.
Well, the last time she was here, she had 19 assists, which broke a WNBA record. Now the game's on the line, creating that space, knocking them down like, this is what I do. Really get involved more on the offensive end.
3 players in double figures. Clark again with another 3.
Has made the most triples for LA. That's her 41st. Clark stepping back on the baseline, knocking it down from the mid-range. That's a beautiful mid-range step back. Clark with 9 points, 7 assists here so far. Clark crossing over and dropping a 3.
In her first season, Clark did not only live up to expectations, she surpassed them, breaking records after records, delivering jaw-dropping performances and showing why she's the phenom. But with greatness comes controversy, and the way her haters are reacting to her MVP candidacy is nothing short of explosive.
Here comes Clark. How will she go for history? The all-time leading scorer in women's college basketball.
As the dust settles, there remains one important aspect. Caitlin Clark has taken the NBA by storm. Her haters can't stomach the thought, her fans are all too pleased, and the whole league seems to be in a state of shock. How did a rookie manage to put the reigning MVP, A'ja Wilson, on notice? Let's dive into how Caitlin Clark stole the MVP spotlight and why her critics are struggling to keep up.
What's up, you guys? I'm Rachel Demita, and welcome to the Courtside Club. There's been a ton of talk lately around the race for WNBA MVP, with many saying that A'ja Wilson already has the award on lock. However, I think that there is one other player who deserves to be in this conversation, and here's why. I saw a clip yesterday from the show Gil's Arena, and Rashad McCants went on this rant about why he thinks Caitlin Clark should be in that discussion for MVP. So I want to show you guys this video first because I think he makes a lot of really good points.
What would have to happen for Caitlin Clark to pass A'ja Wilson in the MVP race?
A'ja would probably have to not play any more games this year.
Oh shit, here we go.
She's playing out of her mind right now.
Waiting on this. What you talking about?
She's playing out of her mind.
Punches against the WNBA players? Who's playing basketball out there? A'ja Wilson.
I mean, even if
Weeks ago, the race for the Rookie of the Year title looked more or less settled, with Caitlin Clark way ahead of the contenders. However, what nobody expected was Caitlin's unexpected push for the MVP award, typically meant for veterans who've established themselves over the years. Clark is about changing the narratives. With her command of play and her ability to orchestrate the game from start to finish, she's not just playing at the MVP level, she's rewriting what it means to dominate a season as a rookie. From the first game she played, Clark demonstrated an ability that could only be found in just a few WNBA players. Her court vision, scoring ability, and leadership makes her an exceptional player in every game. But it's the way she makes her pass, her LeBron James-style bounce passes, her knack for locating teammates in impossible situations that set her apart from anyone else. Caitlin had made the WNBA her playground, and it's leaving both veteran players and critics stunned and fuming.
Caitlin Clark, a stellar career in women's basketball. Caitlin Clark has carved out an extraordinary legacy as one of the most dynamic players in women's college basketball. Since joining the University of Iowa, she has captivated audiences with her ability to score from long range, execute precision passes, and display an uncanny court vision. Her style of play combines the flair of a traditional point guard with the scoring ability of a shooting guard, making her a versatile and unpredictable offensive threat. Breaking records and setting standards. From her freshman year, Clark quickly made headlines. She became the first player in NCAA history, men's or women's, to record multiple 30-point triple-doubles in a single season. This remarkable feat underscored not just her scoring prowess, but also her ability to facilitate plays and rebound effectively. Throughout her college career, she has shattered numerous records.
If there's one thing that even the loudest critics respect, it's stats. And Caitlin Clark got the numbers, with 769 points, 88 three-pointers, and the first ever rookie triple-double in NBA history. Her jaw-dropping stats as a rookie rival those of the greatest that ever played the game.
Continue on Get Up Here, and as we open the show with a record-breaking night for WNBA rookie sensation Caitlin Clark. She broke the league's record with 19 assists. Again, that is not a rookie record. 19 assists, the most in a WNBA game ever. This coming in an 8-point loss by the Fever to the Wings last night. She added 24 points on 10 of 19 shooting, so she was responsible for 66 points last night. That also broke the all-time WNBA record, which had previously been held by Diana Taurasi. That had been at 65. Again, Caitlin Clark had 66. She's nearing all sorts of rookie records this year. She's on pace to score the second most points by a rookie in a season, as well as breaking the rookie record for three-pointers and assists in a season. This coming last night on the last night before the All-Star break and then the Olympic break. So when we need perspective on greatness, we bring in greatness herself. Rebecca Lobo, good enough to get up with us this morning. So Rebecca, I'm trying to run...
Recorded 25 more assists than anyone else, proving that she's not just a scorer, but a playmaker, something very unusual with rookies. Clark is playing at a level that takes even her most vocal haters by surprise. She's not just good, she's redefining what it means to be good in the WNBA when you check her stat line. It's impossible not to wonder, is this the beginning of a new thing in women's basketball? Despite Clark's unquestionable talent, her achievement hasn't come without some criticism. Some league veterans and critics aren't too excited about a rookie jumping in and taking over the league in ways that they've spent years trying to build. For players like Ja Wilson, the reigning MVP, Clark's unprecedented rise feels like an intimidation to their established legacies.
I haven't heard from anybody, but to be honest with you, I shut my phone off after work, so I was just in chill mode. If Paige Beckerson basically missed 2 seasons, I don't know if we'd be talking about Caitlin Clark the way we are now, and that's
Molly Karam has allegedly been fired and went nuts after her comments about Caitlin Clark. Molly said that Caitlin was making a mockery of the sport and is only being talked about because of the media. Molly followed by saying there has been far better women than Caitlin who haven't been talked about enough.
There were a lot of people that laid the groundwork that deserve shine as well. Here's what we're going to do.
Are they playing now?
Here's what we're going to do.
Are they playing now?
We don't have Andrea.
Remember, you got
we don't have any of the women, Chanae. They'll come back on. We'll revisit this conversation gladly.
Molly and many others have been coming for Caitlin Clark, trying to tear her down, whilst Caitlin maintains to be great, sending the Fevers into the...
These critics argue that Clark is getting too much attention too soon, and that it's offensive to the veterans in the house who've spent years building their career. But truth be told, are these critics troubled because Caitlin is too good too soon, or because no players have shown such exceptional talent in her first rookie season before? The truth is, jealousy plays a big role in the backlash. Clark is breaking every record here and there, and the way she played is making the veterans feel like they're being pushed into irrelevance. The frustration is deep, but it also shows just how exceptional Caitlin Clark is.
Clark, oh my! Welcome to the national championship game.
Taylor Gazzardo, the head coach. Her team rallied twice in the Southland Conference tournament for wins, and that one dead on. Right on the money.
I don't care if you're the first, second, or third line of defense. That's a problem for you. She applies so much pressure with what she does with the ball.
Clark with a triple, yes.
For Caitlin Clark.
When Caitlin Clark's name got into the MVP conversation, it didn't just make headlines, it made a lot of haters. For years, the undisputed leader for the MVP has been a Ja Wilson, and as the reigning MVP, Wilson has built a legacy based on hard work, consistency, and undeniable skill. However, Clark's inclusion in the picture has suddenly made things complicated. She's on track to challenge Wilson for the MVP title, and the pressure keeps mounting. Ja no doubt still holds the reign to the title, but Caitlin Clark is making everyone question how long she can keep the reign. With each game, Clark is inching closer to dethroning the queen from her throne and sending shockwaves through the league. The MVP race has never been this exciting, and it's pitting a veteran against a rookie in ways that no one saw coming.
Today, we're going to talk about the MVP race because the army of people that want to deny reality has passed a breaking point. I recently brought up that Caitlin Clark should be in the conversation for MVP. Of course, myself and many others got pushback just for saying she should be in the conversation. Even the WNBA has her as a footnote. While others may have had very measured takes, I've had it. So here is why Caitlin Clark isn't just in the conversation, but should be the MVP. Out of the NCAA championship and into the grinder 11.
For many veterans of the league, Clark's sudden rise within the rank feels like a slap in the face. This is because they have spent many years working hard to get recognition, accolades, and make records only just for a rookie to jump into the scene and make their hard work look like nothing, all in her first season. Players like Candace Parker, Breanna Stewart, and Aja Wilson were once the face of the WNBA for years, and now it's Caitlin Clark that is getting all the attention, and her name is being mentioned for the MVP title. It's giving them sleepless nights. This distress is apparent in how some league veterans have treated Caitlin Clark's success. Instead of celebrating her achievements, they've criticized her performance. It's almost as if it's too much for them to handle the fact that the next great WNBA star is in town and she's here to stay. But can you blame them? Clark isn't just a rising star, she's a comet blazing across the WNBA sky, and it's hard for anyone not to see. Caitlin Clark isn't just an ordinary player, she's a movement. Her coming into the WNBA has changed the entire dynamics on how the game is played. Ticket sales are up, social media is buzzing, and fan engagement has reached a new level. Her game-changing performance has breathed new life into the league, making her one of the most commercially marketable players the WNBA has ever seen in women's basketball. Her three-point shooting, LeBron-like full-court passes, and ability to change the course of the game have made her the must-watch female basketball star on TV. The WNBA hasn't seen anything this close to excitement in years, and Caitlin Clark is at the center of it all. She's bringing a new level of skill, charisma, and star power that the league has been lacking. Last season, the Indiana Fever went 13-27, struggled to stay afloat. This season, they revitalized, and they're one of the hottest teams in the league, and the reason is not far-fetched. Caitlin Clark, her ability to pull the Fever from mediocrity to playoff contention in her rookie season is nothing short of miraculous. She's not just getting the ball in the basket, she's elevating everyone around her, taking the entire team into a new level. This sudden team revival further fueled the MVP conversation even more. It's one thing to be an outstanding individual player, but to take a team from the bottom of the standing to the playoff, that's MVP-level impact. However, with all the achievements Clark has gathered, critics are still finding it difficult to give her credit she deserves. Why? Because she's making it look too easy. When you sum it all up, Caitlin Clark's case for the MVP is undeniable. Her stats are there for all to see, her impact on the game is unquestionable, and above all, this is her first season and she's achieving all these as a rookie. If anyone deserves to win the MVP award this year, it should be Caitlin Clark. She's not just a great player, she's a one-in-a-generation talent who has already written her name in the history of WNBA. Hater, hey, come after her with all they've got. But the numbers won't change. Caitlin is changing the narratives, doing things unexpected of a rookie, and she's making it look too easy. Her three-point shooting, her assists, her leadership quality have distinguished her from the pack in the league. As Caitlin Clark continues to shatter records and make headlines, one thing is for sure, the future of the WNBA is in safe hands. Whatever the outcome of the MVP race is, whether she wins the title or not, she is already in the history book, and her impact will be felt for many years to come. A word for her haters, they can keep complaining and bitching about her, but it won't stop Clark from breaking more records. In just a single season, Clark has gone from a rookie player to an MVP contender, and this is just the beginning of her journey. Buckle up, because the Caitlin Clark era has just begun and the WNBA will never be the same. Do you think Caitlin Clark deserves to be in the MVP race, or are her critics right to throw tantrums? Leave your comment below and witness how this sensational rookie is shaking the WNBA to its very foundation. Don't miss out on the latest episodes, record-breaking performances, and exciting reactions from fans and veterans alike. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification to get the latest update on Caitlin Clark's unstoppable journey and all things WNBA. Join the conversation in the comment section below. Who's your pick for MVP?